Welcome back for the final show of the school year.
Today we take a look at UA's farmers markets, Follies, our spring sports teams, new places open in our community, and Clay Day. Summer is just around the corner.
Which brings the return of the Upper Arlington Farmers Market that officially opened on May 15th.
Bridget takes a closer look.
The Upper Arlington Farmers Market officially opened on May 15th. The Upper Arlington Farmers Market officially opened on May 15th. They run from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. at 2140 Tremont Center. I spoke with a few vendors on the first date about their stand.
We're with Quarry Flower Farm, and we sell cut flowers that we grow on the south side off of Roeport and Parsons. We've been in business for 5 years. We have stock and ranunculus today.
There's a huge variety in stands, which is not just food and produce. There's a stand from School of Rock located in Columbus where they played music throughout the entire duration of the farmers market. The farmers market is a collaborative effort between Common Greens, the city of Upper Arlington, and Littleton's Market. You can find the stands located in between St. Mark's Church and Tremont Center, right in front of Littleton's.
Steve Hirsch with Hirsch Fruit Farm, and we've been growing fruits and vegetables in Southern Ohio since 1890. And so this is our 6th or 7th year at the Upper Arlington Farmers Market. We grow berries, we also grow tree fruit like apples, peaches, pears, nectarines, and plums. And we have strawberries now and asparagus, as well as we make our own fresh apple cider. And then we have black raspberries, blackberries, and red raspberries.
No matter if you're looking for flowers, produce, or baked goods, the farmers market has it all and is also kid and pet friendly. This has been Bridget Deschler reporting for the WARL.
The Quarry Trails Metro Park opened in 2021 is located next to a community that has been under development since that time. Both the park and community continue to change as they move toward completion.
A new business that opened in the Quarry Trails development this spring is Playa.
Since opening, it's been a popular spot for Upper Arlington students. Julia takes a closer look.
On March 30th, Playa opened its 4th Central Ohio location at Quarry Trails. The manager, Kristen, spoke about what makes this location unique.
So all of our locations in Columbus are owned by the same person, so we definitely expect you to have an incredible experience in any place that you go. But specifically at Quarry, you really can't get a view like this at any of our other locations. We are called Playa Bowls, which stands for like beach bowls, so it's really the only location in Columbus you can actually look out and see some water, which is really cool. And then also at this location, we also have an espresso machine, so we can make signature lattes, Americanos, cappuccinos, all that sort of stuff. So that makes it a little bit different than the other places.
Although the espresso machine is unique to the Quarry Trails location, Playa Bowls offers a wide variety of smoothies and smoothie bowls across all locations. Kristen made a specialty bowl called the Stupid Cupid and began by layering strawberry banana base between layers of the signature granola. It is topped with strawberries, coconut, and cacao nibs before Nutella and white chocolate are drizzled over. Next, an employee, Jazz, gave her perspective on the location.
Well, I first started off working at the Playa Bowls in New Albany, and Brett, the owner of Playa Bowls here, introduced us to this new location, and I came and tried to help them start the shop up, and I absolutely loved it here. So I was like, can I work here instead, please?
And here is what Isaac likes about it.
There's a lot of cool artwork inside, and the interior design is just great. It gives a great positive kind of energy for the day.
Then I asked Kristen how they have been attracting customers to the new location.
We use a lot of social media. Social media is definitely one of our best friends. Instagram, Facebook. We have a TikTok as well. Things like that, really getting people in. Word of mouth is also really good. When you have really good product, the word of mouth just kind of spreads really fast, which is great.
This has been Julia Oakley reporting for the WARL.
The Smoothie Bowl shop has another location on High Street across from OSU campus. Spring Follies, celebrating 70 years of UAHS musicals, hosted by UA Vocal Music, was May 10th and 11th.
The nights were filled with lots of musical fun and honoring the seniors in their last performances.
If you missed it this year, you can always catch it next spring or visit uavocalmusic.org or uavocalmusic on Instagram for more information on upcoming events.
Wednesday, May 22nd is National Solitaire Day, a popular game amongst UAHS students. The game currently has an estimated 35 million active players monthly.
It's also National Vanilla Pudding Day. The #1 spot to get pudding in Columbus, according to Foursquare City Guide, is Hot Chicken Takeover, which has locations in Grandview and inside North Market downtown. And if you were born in the month of May, you share a birthday month with John F. Kennedy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Adele.
Now on to sports.
Hey Bears, welcome back to sports.
The 2024 spring sports season started tournament play at the end of May. Here's a look back on the season.
Girls lacrosse was 17-2 overall and undefeated in the conference. Their next tournament game is May 22nd against Hilliard-Davidson.
Boys lacrosse had an overall record of 15-3.
I'm here with setter and captain, Jake Schaefer. Jake, in what aspects have you guys as a team grown this season?
Next on May 23rd against TBD.
Track is now in postseason. Ben and Dom take a look into boys and girls track.
Track to me means trying to better myself. It's something where I compete against other people, but also one of my biggest competitors is my own personal best and trying to beat that. I first started doing track just to get faster for football, but now I do it more for just like the team aspect, but also just competing against myself. Well, I've luckily beaten my personal best every meet so far this season. And as a team, we've definitely held our own in a lot of meets and taken first place in a couple of meets this season as well. But I want to make sure that as a team we win districts. I think our 4x100 and our 4x200 relay are really fast and they're just going to improve more. We have a lot of young people on that team, so I think we'll just be better next season.
Hi, my name is Ben Burns and I'm with Tegan Thomas from the girls track. And Tegan, how's your season been so far?
It's going good. A lot of people are hitting PRs. And actually recently, this past Friday, our girls team won champion of the meet. The 4x4 team is looking very good so far, and they look like they're about to set a state record this year.
Sounds like fun. What was your best running experience, like race-wise and just practice?
Race-wise, I would say my favorite experience or best was trying out hurdles this year for the first time. And I'm actually doing pretty well on those. OCCs is starting tomorrow, and I'm going for the 100-meter hurdles and the 300-meter hurdles.
Sounds like fun. What do you hope to like achieve from track? Like, what do you hope to like come out of it? Like,
so I'm hoping to just get more. I don't know. I joined track for the aspect socially and because I love running. So being around all these people that support me, it just makes the sport so much better, and makes me want to run even more, if that makes sense.
And for our last question, what do you guys do to like prepare for meets? Is there like anything you guys do differently, like the days before?
So on the days before, it's very light. We'll mostly only do block starts and handoffs, and we'll probably do like four or five sets of block starts. And then our coach says the ice bath 2 days before, but you can't do the day before. I don't know why. And then a lot of people drink beet juice, but I have not tried that method yet.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know what that is. But thank you, and good luck to the rest of you as a season.
Thank you.
Field is Wednesday, May 22nd, and Friday, May 24th at Pickerington High School. States are held at the University of Dayton.
Croon's last regatta is the SRAA on May 24th and 25th. Only one UA boat qualified. Those rowers include Elias Larson, Liam Bain, Abram Thompson, Jack Knapp, Kieran Muller, Cooper Reel, Max Hanks, Drew Hayes, and Fisher Salisbury.
Boys volleyball is 16-8. Their season ended May 10th against Hilliard-Davidson. Here's Jack and Luke with more on the season.
I'm here with setter and captain, Jake Schaefer. Jake, in what aspects have you guys as a team grown this season?
I'd say our blocking's gotten really good. Our passing has become really good this year, but there's still a lot of things we can work to grow on.
Hi, I'm here with captain,
Jack Galetka.
Congrats on the 15-6 season, Jack. And what are your goals for this postseason?
My goals for this postseason, as a team, we're going to keep on growing. We got a couple good practices to get in, and we're going to try to make the longest run we can put together.
I'm here with outside hitter, Cam Morale. Okay, Cam, congrats on getting first team all OCC. How have you grown over the season to be able to reach that achievement?
Really, it's just been fitting into the system. We got some new setters here. Jake Schaaf, especially bummy, but he turned out all right. And it was really just working on being consistent and playing smart, because I gained a few lbs, so I don't have the same bounce and I don't have the same knees. So it's just about being consistent and playing the right way.
The Bears finished the season with a 15-7 record, including 11-3 in the OCC Conference. Outside hitter Cameron Rowell had a special season, getting 264 kills with 35 aces. Rowell brought home first-team All-OCC honors along with Will Poth. Other award winners included Coach Phil Nagy, Jake Schaefer, Jack Galecka, and Ari Bohr. The Bears have their first tournament game May 8th versus Wayne, the 16th seed, as the Bears are the 4th seed in their region.
To get tickets for the OHSAA tournaments, you can purchase the tickets on the OHSAA website.
Boys tennis was 7-7 this season. 5 of UA's boys tennis players qualified for districts and lost during that round of tournament play. These athletes are Jackson Lloyd, Keshav Goyal, Will R.C., Owen Hawley, and Luca Silvati. Here is a look inside boys tennis from Camden Galp.
Yeah. Working last.
The boys' season ended with the OHSA Division I districts. Upper Arlington boys played well but fell short.
Division I districts finals were held at the Upper Arlington High School tennis courts on May 15th and 18th.
Baseball was tied with 14-14 overall record, with their first win in tournament play on May 15th at Marysville. They are now 15-14. Next, they play Pickerington North May 21st.
Softball is 4-14. Their last home game was against Wheatstone on May 2nd with a score of 15-5.
Freshman Gabriella Duguid is one of the starting varsity pitchers. Here's Ella with more on Gabriella's pitching.
I first got into pitching probably through baseball, and then it was something that I kind of could just do in softball. And once you get into it, you can't really get out. So I just continued with it, I guess. My favorite pitch to throw is probably my curve, because I've got weirdly big hands, and it's really easy and fun to spin the ball. And you watch the batters swing at it, and they are mystified when they miss it, and it's really funny. Probably the mindset of pitching is the hardest part, because it's you have to get everything perfect. When you mess up, or you get when you walk someone, it's the next batter you have to change everything, try to get them out. And there's just so much pressure, and you kind of just you remind yourself to trust your mechanics with your pitch, and it kind of clears your head a little bit, and it's better. My favorite moment of the season was probably when Lauren hit her grand slam. It was so fun to watch the ball kind of just drift out and just fly, and everyone was so happy, and it was really fun to watch.
Softball season ended early on in the tournament, but as they're a young team, they're hopeful for next year.
All themes for the rest of the spring sports is black and gold.
And congrats to all sports teams this school year.
Let's toss it to community.
Welcome back to Community Bears. Wycliffe Castle farewell is May 20th at 8:30 a.m. and 26th from 2 to 3:30 p.m. The playground has been around for over 30 years and has been the staple of the community.
According to the Wycliffe Playground website, the structure remains safe for the time being, but it is time to replace it with a new structure that will support current and future generations.
The new playground project has been broken down into 4 phases and is expected to be completed 3 to 5 years in the future.
High school senior graduation is May 26th from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Schottenstein Center. To watch the event at home, you can live stream it at this link here.
If you're looking for somewhere to stop by this summer to get out of the heat, Half Price Books has reopened. This new location remains on Lane Avenue but has been completely remodeled. Julia takes a new look at the Half Price Books' new location.
Upper Arlington is home to one of the 5 Central Ohio half-price book locations. Due to the construction on Lane Avenue, the Upper Arlington location was temporarily closed, but it reopened March 15th. Store manager Brady Shar shared his thoughts on opening weekend.
Yes, our grand opening weekend was a success beyond our wildest expectations. We don't have a count on exactly how many customers were in the store over the weekend, but we do know it was several thousand. There was a huge outpouring from the community, from everyone around. Everyone was really excited to have the store finally back here.
Half Price Books is the nation's largest family-owned new and used bookstore chain. Brady shared what was different about the remodeled store.
The square footage is a little bit smaller than the old location. We're about 8,600 square feet here as opposed to 11,000 square feet at the old location. This store is also one large room instead of 2 separate rooms connected by a hallway. So it creates kind of a nicer feel because you get to see the entire store from wherever you are in the store.
Next, I asked Brady about the process of Half Price Books acquiring the materials they sell.
About 80 to 85% of the merchandise that we have in our stores is stuff that we have bought from the public that our customers have brought in and sold to us here. We do get some things wholesale from our warehouse distribution, which is based in Dallas, Texas. And then we also get some books brand new from the publishers that we sell at over half the cover price, just to have some new releases on hand for our customers.
The new location is complete with different spaces to sit, a child area, and several different kinds of media. This has been Julia Oakley reporting for the WARL.
Sam Ash music stores are officially closing due to competition with online shopping.
According to the New York Times, the family-owned chain, which started with a single shop in Brooklyn in 1924, will close all 42 of its locations by the end of July.
However, if you still want to keep up with music, at UA Public Library, aside from reading books, CDs and records are available to check out for loan periods up to 2 weeks.
For more on records in Central Columbus, Ella checks out why vinyl popularity is continuing to grow.
After observing firsthand the resurgence of vinyl records in the past few years, I decided to stop by Spoonful and Used Kids record stores here in Columbus. I visited on Record Store Day, which includes special releases and pressings from all types of artists that are only available to purchase on that day. Seeing the crowd of dedicated record lovers, I wanted to learn more about why people still continue to love vinyl, how long they've been into it, and their overall love for music.
I've probably been into vinyl since my mother. Me and my brothers, we both kind of split her collection when she moved to a different house. And so probably in the past 5 years, I've really started getting more to expose my younger sons to the classics, the legends. I'm really big in just the crate digging. I don't particularly buy a lot of new stuff, but I just like stumbling across it, just like on a random Wednesday.
I've been collecting records since the late 70s.
Yeah, I started, my first albums were actually I bought were Fleetwood Mac's Rumors and Pat Benatar's Crime of Passions, and that's when I started collecting vinyl. I haven't stopped since. I got vinyl when they were limited in the 90s and the 2000s, and some of those are worth more money now than some of the ones you get now.
I really like having something to like commemorate me liking an artist. So it's just like fun to be able to like show off to people and be like, oh yeah, this is what I like. And I have like, I get to show people like everything I want to get and everything like that. So I just really like having physical copies and showing off like what I like.
It's just about being able to, one, contribute to like the artist.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, just like with streaming being the main way to listen to music and content, like it's really hard to directly, support an artist just through listening to them. And I don't know, I feel like it's also just about like feeling like you really own your music.
Yeah.
Because it's also hard to get that sense of like really owning your music with streaming.
I didn't really start collecting it until early 2021 when I saw a lot of videos online and people were sharing their love for their record collection, and then that's when I really started getting into collecting vinyl.
Additionally, I was able to talk to the owner of Spoonful to get his experienced opinion on the vinyl boom.
I got into vinyl like when I was a kid, but then I kind of got away from it like a lot of other people. And I think once, certain artists started putting vinyl back out that you couldn't get on vinyl, that got me excited. And I always had a quote that like, if you don't have it on vinyl, you don't really have it. You know what I mean? It's like, I think like I've lost music on hard drives and like other like old dead format type iPods and stuff that's just gone. I won't get that music back. But the records that I've held on to, I can still get out, dust off a little bit, play it, and get that excitement and enjoyment out of them. So, and they sound just the same. It doesn't like go down in quality over time or anything. So, I feel a lot more girls have been into vinyl. That when we first opened, it seemed a little bit like a guys' club, and especially like an older guys' club. But I like seeing the different generations and sometimes they're into stuff that their parents played them, and they want to reminisce and everything, and that nostalgia factor. But I mean, I don't know. I really like what's going on right now, and I guess I thought it would have peaked by now. I thought 2015 was a peak, but it just keeps going, and it hasn't stopped yet, And I mean, I don't know that there's going to be another format that takes over, because people like having something you can hold in your hands and like tangible things. So
I also had an opportunity to speak with the owner of Used Kids.
Why do you think vinyl continues to get bigger? Touch it, feel it, smell it. So there's a really cool book I read, this is several years ago, called The Revenge of Analog. And The Revenge of Analog talks about more than just vinyl. It talks about pictures, it talks about film, it talks about books, it talks about actually writing with a pen on a piece of paper. So that's it.
This has been Ella Fenstermacher reporting for the WARL. With summer right around the corner, it would be the perfect time to start your vinyl journey.
Upcoming touring artists this summer include T-Pain, June 11th at Kemba Live, Melanie Martinez, June 13th at Nationwide, and Buckeye Country Superfest at OSU Stadium on June 22nd. To purchase tickets via Ticketmaster.com or LiveNation.com.
Let's make it a great summer, Bears. Let's kick it back to Maine. On May 9th, Mr. Nagel's class hosted their annual play day.
Emily and Sierra got an inside look.
A Slushy machine recently opened in the Bear Den at Upper Arlington High School.
After Blue Raspberry Lemonade spent some time on the market, the new Tropical Punch flavor recently filled the machine and cost $1.50.
Here's more information along with student interviews of the drink.
So, if you've been lucky enough to receive a lunch period from the school, and just happen to eat lunch during it, you may notice that the Bear Den now has a slushy machine installed. So now, if you're looking for a remedy for the hot weather, you can get a refreshing, cold, and tasty slushy from the Bear Den. If you're wondering if it's actually tasty or not, then I have some students who can tell you.
Alright, so what's your name?
Chloe Diebold. My name's Alicia Shantz. I'm Ava Brown.
So you try your slushy?
Yeah, I think it's really flavorful. It's very cold. It's refreshing. There's a lot of flavor. The texture's pretty icy.
Alright, so what do you think of how it tastes?
It's pretty good. It has a lot of flavor. Yeah, I feel like I probably had better slushies, but it's not that bad. I'd probably get it if I liked slushies. I'd say it's kind of like dense, you know, but the flavor is definitely there. The ice is really crushed up, like to the right texture.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay. Have you had the other flavor?
I haven't.
There anymore?
No, I have not.
All right. What would you give it out of 5 stars?
Like a 3.5.
3.5. Another 3.5. All right.
I'd probably rate it like a 3.5 out of 5.
All right. Does it match other slushies you've had in quality?
I would say I've probably had a better slushie than this, but this isn't terrible.
And what would you give this out of 5 stars?
Probably like a 4.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Thank you for this short little review.
Thank you.
I myself had the blue raspberry lemonade flavor before a swap with tropical punch, and I thought it was delightful. Anyways, this has been Davey Parker reporting for the WARL.
Crumbl Cookies is a popular chain that announces a different lineup of cookies each week and recently introduced mini cookies this spring.
A shop opened last summer at Lennox Town Center.
Bridget went to Crumbl to review the flavors in April.
Recently, Crumbl Cookies introduced new mini cookies only available on Mondays. I also have heard mixed reviews on if they taste the same as the bigger cookies or not. So I went Monday, April 29th to see it myself.
Time for the real test to see if they taste different or not. The semi-sweet chocolate cookie. I really like the crunch and the taste on that. It's not too hard, but not too soft. Let's see if the smaller one tastes different than that. The smaller one is almost more buttery tasting. I don't know how to describe it, but it does kind of taste different, and I don't know if it's because of the recipe change, or I don't know if there was a recipe change to make the smaller ones.
This Crumbl location recently opened July 28, 2023, and is one of 40 locations across Ohio.
I love the size of the small cookie. I think what draws a lot of people away is the size of their cookies. And I think it's a really smart move on their part to make them tiny.
Crumbl made this decision due to overwhelming demand from customers, claiming that the portion sizes are way too big and they can't eat the cookie in one sitting. Crumbl released this news on April 20th. This has been Bridget Deschler reporting for the WARL.
The week of May 19th flavors are milk chocolate chip, cookies and cream crispy bar, skillet cookie, confetti cake, peach cobbler, and sugar featuring Mother's Circus Animal. Weekly cookie specials are posted on Crumbl's social media accounts and online.
That's all for this year, Bears. Everyone have a happy summer.